What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As I tend to do every once in a while, I'm just kidding. Bringing you junk journal content and videos. So if that's what you're into, please do subscribe and give me a little thumbs up on this video. It would really, really help me out. Gotta have that Snapple. How is everybody today? Hello, hello. I am here to do a flip through of two journals. I have number 154 as well as number 158. 158 is prayer journal. This one's regular journal. They're both for sale over at my Etsy store. Hello, Miss Patricia. Hello, hello. This junk journal here in particular, I actually made a tutorial for the cover. I was inspired by some video here on YouTube who did like a rainbow quilt block. And so I got the idea for the cover from one of those quilting videos. So here's the cover. It's called my rainbow junk journal cover tutorial. It's several fabrics. Basically, you fuse the fabric with heat and bond, and then you cut this shape out of each piece of fabric. It's a whole ordeal, but it does have fabulous results, as well as I have a template to help you if you would like to achieve this look. I think I have more of these I need to make, but anyways, this is number 154. It comes with a beautiful rainbow junk journal dangle, just a bunch of random beautiful beads. There's glass beads, acrylic beads, both in here. Very beautiful. Yes, I love it. So again, this number 154, it is 3 signatures, fully decorated hardcover journal with 4 metal corners. 4 metal corners. Yeah, I guess that's the correct expression. And so let me show you what's inside. There's lots of beautiful ruffles. And of course I decorate every single page. I just put something on every page just so there's something to look at, but there's also lots of space for journaling. Lots of journal cards in this journal here. Let me see if I can, let me drop the link for it in my store. If y'all are interested, it'll also be in the description down below, as well as I think I leave them as a comment too. Okay, so there's really no theme to this junk journal. It is just very colorful, very floral, and lots of positive phrases, positive affirmations, just, overall an uplifting, positive journal, okay? It just has a lot of eclectic things. I like to make embellishments, and then I kind of just pile them all on a journal. So there's really no color scheme to this. I kind of just put whatever I want to put on the page. But I think it works. I think it looks really pretty. Of course, all the digitals are from my Etsy store. I design digitals, if you didn't know. Some people don't know, so just so you know, I do design junk journal digitals, and they're all in my shop. Of course, there's junk in here. Like this is a little notepad from the dollar store. Here's a little recipe book. I love to use cheap little lined pages. So that way there's a lot of journaling spots. There's something in every pocket, of course. Of course, something in every pocket. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback because people really like how colorful my work is. And I love that you noticed because I do love to use a lot of color in my work. Again, there's really no theme, but there is lots of florals. Lots of florals everywhere. And there's little doilies in between some of the pages. Some journal cards right there. journal card that's lined on the back. Life is tough, but so am I. Some vintage book pages here. Little cutouts. So lots of journaling pages. I like to sew a lot of my embellishments, so there's a lot of sewing in here as well. Keep looking here. Find what brings you joy and go there. Lots of little journal cards, every little tuck, every pocket. You can either do what you want with them, move them around, take them out, use them somewhere else. That's up to you. But I do have a thing for like putting something in every pocket. It's like an obsession of mine. Maybe this might be a little bit better. Okay. Let's keep going here. Lots of vintage little touches. I do like to use vintage stuff, but then also like regular modern scrapbook papers and such. And I do sew the trim as well as sew the trim onto the page. So there's no glue here. I sew that on. I have a lot of fun doing it. I love making little ruffles and stuff. I love this book. This book is called Breakfast for Lovers, and it has amazing vintage illustrations like this. So good. So inspiring. Some postcards there, and then just this little picture of a bird. Cards. A lot of sewn embellishments, like I said. Keep smiling. Let's celebrate something today. You're kind of beautiful. I love making these little collages and then sticking them on a page. That's the best part. Love that rose. And then you get a recipe for crock pot stew, so that's a bonus. Out of writing space. I like to have writing space where there isn't any. That's one of my favorite things to do. Journaling cards. Some things are printed on cardstock and some, scrapbook paper, and some things are printed on just lined paper that I printed myself. A pretty little journal card there. And here is a pocket that I sewed out of some like scrapbook paper or some it is technically scrapbook paper. It's not scrapbook paper, but it is scraps of book paper. Here, bingo card. Giant journaling card right there. Okay, and that is it. And I signed them on the back for number 154. Again, I do have a tutorial on the cover if you're interested, as well as the journal list yourself. Okay, so let's go to number 158. And 158 is a string quilt cover, string quilt patchwork. It's technically not a quilt because it doesn't have the sponginess, whatever. Anyways, that's why I gotta say patchwork, fabric patchwork. Yeah, the cover's all handmade, hand sewn together, the strips, and then of course it's beautiful. And here is the dangle that comes with this one. This is a prayer journal, so this dangle has a little cross, it has this little angel, and then has this little praying angel down here. Again, just lots of color, just lots of random beads. I love, this is probably one of my favorite parts of making the journals now is making a matching tangle. I'm like obsessed. Okay, so here's number 158. Again, this is a prayer journal. And again, fully decorated, 3 signatures. Here I have a different type of trim on this journal here. And again, no theme really, just lots of colors, lots of Christian sayings and quotes and Bible verses. Just uplifting Bible verses everywhere. Lots of journaling cards. Again, all the journal cards and some of the printed material. This, it's all from my store. I decorate my journals with my own printable designs. When I am overwhelmed, God alone knows what the way I should turn. Got these little journal cards. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. A lot of little crosses everywhere. A lot of flowers everywhere. Very floral. This is one of my printable hanky pages. I love my printable hanky pages. They're so pretty. Again, journal cards everywhere. Beautiful cross journal card. My heart is filled with love and joy. And here it says go with Christ. And again, I have little doilies in between the pages. And I do have a sale going on for the summer on my junk journals. So all the junk journals that I make during the summer are going to be, and my past journals are going to be discounted. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, I would appreciate your support. Here's some more journaling cards, lined paper on the back. And this is one of my vintage doily, I want to say doilies, vintage handkerchief printables that I made into a pocket. I think I've been reorganizing my store, so I'm trying to remember, do I have this for sale or is it separate? I can't remember, but it is my vintage handkerchief printables. My store is looking better every day, but I'm still working on it every single day. It is a work in progress, but I love it. And like I said, I appreciate y'all's support. This is one of my scrap fabric note cards that I love to make. And there's lots of threads everywhere. I used to cut off the threads, and then people would tell me, no, leave the threads on. So now I do. Now it looks a little, it could use like a haircut if you're into that type of thing. Thank you, Miss Patricia. So that's number 158. I just dropped the link if y'all are interested. Those pretty little birds there. And 3 signatures. Beautiful flowers. If you look up the scriptures, they're all like uplifting, happy quotes about love, family, etc. Here's the journal cards that go with this. Here's another one of my vintage handkerchief pockets. Library card. Here's also a little patchwork envelope. It has a card inside. With God, all things are possible. Here's some little note cards, a little angel on that jar, and then a little scripture card right here. His mercy rescues me, and there's a little Bible verse right here. I have this little mini folder file, and it says he never fails. It's just like a little blank note card you can write on. Here's a little note card. I'm like obsessed with putting something in every little pocket. There's usually 2 things in every pocket. Usually I have like 40 plus journaling cards per journal. I love it. I love designing the printables, and I love creating with them. Here's a little bingo card, little scripture card, and then this is some like vintage prayer card. But I like the image on the front, so that's why I put it here because it looks really pretty. And then I have this little text box that I made for my little doily. I love those little text box. I've had this for a minute now, and it takes. I'll make like a dozen of them, but I'll only make like 6 prayer journals a year. So there's always something left over from a couple journals ago to add to the newer journals. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace all times and in every way. Here's some little journal cards. Lots of flowers. I really put a lot of flowers in this one. When do I not though? But this one's kind of extra flowery. There's another little postcard here. That one's not. that one's just plain. That's okay too. Here's a pretty little bingo card. Just some writing space here on this page. Some more flowers. Surprise, there's a flower. Here's that book that I spoke about. I always speak about it. Actually, it's called Breakfast for Lovers. And I'm telling you, it has the most beautiful vintage illustrations ever. I love it. Postcard here. Postcard type situation. Journal card with some beautiful foiled paper. Pray through every season. Here's some journal cards. Some more journal cards. Put God first and you'll never be lost. I love to add these little notepad papers and then something like that. And it just like adds some journaling space to this page that you normally couldn't write on. Raise up and pray. Jesus changed my life. Faith over fear. Here's some library cards in here. Okay, I will have another flip through for y'all tomorrow. I found some junk journals. I literally found some junk journals somewhere, and I can't remember exactly why I have them stashed somewhere, but we're gonna do a flip through tomorrow. And those will be up for sale too, but we'll see about that tomorrow. But yeah, that is going to be it for this junk journal. I can't remember why I glued the signature to the front and not the back like I normally do. I don't remember why I did that. But anyways, that's going to be it for me today. I hope y'all enjoyed this little flip through. And like I said, if you'd like to support me and my channel, please check out my shop. I have junk journal digitals as well as these journals here for sale and other journals for sale. I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow to do another little flip through of other journals if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know I always get people in at the very last minute. I apologize if YouTube takes a minute to get back to notify people of me going live on these, and it doesn't really work out on these short lives. But anyways, I hope everybody has a good weekend. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and then we'll come hang out for realsies on Monday. Okay, everybody have a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.